Okay, it's Saturday and I'm going to shoot another progress video. Another two prior videos that cover the garage and the garage doors and the pathway and the steps to get upstairs from the garage and so forth. So it would be redundant at this point to do that again. So I'm standing on the balcony, which is the garage roof. The garage is under my feet. And here's a little neighborhood panorama. And I'll just swing around here and catch the house. You can see we just had building materials delivered because we're continuing upstairs. Now in the previous videos, all that was available or all that was completed were the footings for those rooms upstairs, and that upper portion of the house, which is going to be the master bedroom, didn't have walls yet. The perimeter walls around the property were here just as they are today. So the important thing that I'd like to do is catch just the inside and how it looks today. Not finished, most of it's temporary. So my wife's preparing a meal and I've been playing on the computer, and of course there's the dog lounging. So since the prior video, the interior, these two cabinets came from the California house. They were my office shelves, but she's using them for kitchen stuff for now. Behind this wall, once there's a doorway, which will be right about where she's standing, it'll go between the cabinets. That's going to be a pantry and staircase, and I'll give you another view of that once I get out back. So now we'll step into the only other room that we have. This is going to be a living room, but for now it's the bedroom because it's the only option we have for sleeping until that room upstairs is finished. And of course there's a lot of excess furniture stuffed in here because the garage can only hold so much, and the garage has a lot of furniture which will go upstairs eventually. So in order to be able to live in a semi-organized fashion, we built this closet temporarily. And my wife made curtains to hang on it, but it's a double-decker. So pretty much everything that came out of 4 closets in California entered just into this one. And we have what should be a CD rack here being used as a shoe rack. You make do with what you have. And of course, I had done shots of the bathroom previously. Now this just functions like a regular shower. The very first one, there was still a hose in here, but now that there's hot and cold water running all the time, it just works like any other, and everything is tile. The ceiling, the floor, the walls. Now I took a curtain off and put this door in years ago, but it really needs to be redone with a steel door because we get such varied humidity here. The wooden doors just don't work. So I'm moving kind of quickly here. And I'll start up the steps to get that section. I don't want to have anybody bored while I'm taking baby steps. So this is a path you've all seen in previous videos. So we'll just retrace. The difference is, in the last video, it was only the floor here, or the roof, which is the floor of the master. None of these walls were up. So I'll just try to work my way around this maze. And again, as I pointed out in the kitchen, right where I'm pointing the camera in the corner here is where the door will come through. The staircases, where you can see that rebar, the staircase will go from down below there up to that platform, and then the other staircase going up to the 3rd floor is going to start where the rebar is pointing up, and it'll end up above. Now the 3rd floor room is not going to sit on this where I'm pointing. It's only going to be from this point up. There will be a room on top. There will be a roof over this staircase at the top, which will act as a balcony. But the 3rd floor room will start here with this footing. So, step over. And this is going to be one of the bedrooms. Pretty much just a guest bedroom. Now the pad's already in here, and what was a hallway, that wasn't in the last video. We took our water tank and moved it from where it was on top of the bathroom temporarily, just to have a place. In the future, that tank's going to go at the highest point on top of the 3rd floor, because it's gravity feed for when the water's off. And 99.9% of the time the water comes on every evening, and we have water running all evening, and the tank fills up, and you know, there's no inconvenience at all. With 1,100 liters, we never use more than 25% of it, even if we're washing clothes. So this is going to be the new bathroom. All of these fittings that are here temporarily, they're all going to be gone. I'm rerouting the plumbing through that pantry staircase area, and it'll come up through the floor here. That standpipe, of course, is for the main drain and for the commode. The sink will be here, and then back, this is a walk-in shower area. I wanted a nice, big, comfortable shower area, and I wanted something that wasn't going to be splashing, so this is what he built. I've just never liked the idea of struggling in and out of a shower, or not having room to swing your arms around while you're in it. So this is the hallway, of course. I just took you to the bathroom that was here, and this is another bathroom. Not quite as large, but it will have a shower and a sink and a commode and so forth, and anybody who's visiting who's in either one of these 2 bedrooms will have access to this bathroom. And nothing here is square because the lot wasn't. So in order to maximize space, we kind of had to follow parallel to the property line, which of course resulted in odd angles in the house. But the way we did the measurements, on the short distance, or the width of this, a bed can go from the headboard on that wall and still give some walking space. Not much. The rest of this area, we'll figure a way to put in a closet and nightstands and end tables and so forth, so that if we have guests staying, they're comfortable. You know, eventually I'll have a television and cable in all the rooms. So these openings are for windows, and this is the walk-around area. I left this perimeter access almost a meter all the way around the house. You know, and of course there's a lot of building materials scattered here, and the dog, you know, runs freely around here on patrols. So that's the progress for the moment. That's where we stand, and in a few months I'll do another progress video. The plan for the moment is, once this is closed in, there's another wall that has to be built here in front yet to completely enclose this, and there are a couple of walls that need to go up yet back here, but we're getting pretty close to the point where it's going to be ready for the roof. And I'm going to have the builder stop at that point because I'm doing this all cash. So I have budgeted to cover him for the amount he's doing. I don't want to be building on credit because that's just not the way it's done in Mexico. And as I've commented in previous videos, you just look around this neighborhood. I mean, it may have the appearance at times of what Americans would say looks to be impoverished, but there are no mortgages. Everybody owns his property and what's on it. You know, they more or less do what my wife did here. She bought the lot, and as she got money, cash, she just started building, and you know, I'm continuing. But there will never be any debt. The property taxes are $20 a year, but a lot of my neighbors don't even pay their property taxes. I guess, yeah, the government here won't foreclose in your lifetime, so really no worries. So, thank you for listening, and in a month or so, once the rest of the walls are on, I'll do another.